Marching for Mercy came to be back in 2015 when we'd been taking in animals for probably 2 years, just kind of our own little private thing. And it wasn't clicking for me, something was missing. So we, at that point, decided not only did we want to rescue pigs, we wanted to rescue other farm animals as well. We decided that not only do we want to provide them with sanctuary, we wanted to provide sanctuary to military families and veterans as well, so that we could also help them that we find in need. That way the animals could work with them. You know, so many of the animals come in with PTSD and different things, especially the pigs and the trauma, and to have them work hand in hand with veterans who need that as well. The whole goal is to be kind of cyclical where they take care of each other. We are contacted probably 10 times a week to take in a pig, a mini pig. Most often it is that they got more than they bargained for. Somebody lied to them about what they would be getting, size and weight and all of that. Or they just got in over their head. It was an impulse buy and, oh, this isn't working out. And also magically, everybody seems to, after they get a pig, have to move within 2 weeks of having gotten a pig. And they didn't see it coming in their life plans. So we get a lot of that, as well as animal control calls to take in animals. And animal control, we even have to turn down probably once a month, more than I wish we had to. What we commonly see in the pigs that we take in is a lot of malnourishment. Often the pig's body will be very tiny, the head will be very large. A lot of times we do x-rays on the pigs that come in as a baseline x-ray, and a lot of these x-rays show difficulty with their spines as well as very enlarged hearts. We have had one die of liver issues from being too small, and we have had one die of an enlarged heart at only 2 years old because of all the inbreeding that was done. These mini pigs that they're breeding come to us very deformed, and a lot of times you can't know that except for upon x-ray, but we get many that are just in bad shape, and some of them never grow. We have a couple here that have come not from abusive situations. They're full-grown adults, and they're about 75 pounds. But that is just naturally the size they were going to be. I still think a lot of it had to do with inbreeding, because we have one that is that way that still has an enlarged heart. Even our smallest healthy ones we are seeing have issues, and a lot of it has to do with size and inbreeding. I have heard and done my research a little bit on Juliana pigs. Apparently they were a German breed of pig. However, they were never a small pig. It was just to do with their coloring, not anything to do with their size. Here, we try to pass off the coloring and say that they're going to be a smaller pig. I think it's just another way that we're starting to say mini, micro, teacup. We try to name it all fancy names, and the pigs are just being inbred and underfed. Our biggest case that we had, and worst case that we had, of somebody selling a micro mini pig that was never going to get any bigger than this, as long as you fed him such and such a diet. And this little guy, because he did not stand up to that, they put him outside in a very small backyard that was concrete only, with a small patch of grass. And he was left outside there for his entire 4 years before he came to us, with no shelter, no blankets, no hay, no outbuildings, also left with a pack of dogs outside. He had to fend for his food against those dogs because they did not feel they had to feed him anymore, that he could deal with dog food. We all know how well that probably went. He has his scars and his wounds to show that it didn't always go in his favor. He is our smallest one at about 65 pounds as an adult. He is never fully healed from that experience. He's kind of what we call our sad guy, because it left a mark on his world. We had to fight for a month to get him out of that place, and so that was our worst case, and his name is Gunther. My feelings towards those that are mass breeding these beautiful creatures is that they're actually killing them in the long run. They're setting up horrible inbred conditions in these pigs. We have actually seen one snap its back because of the poor nutrients that it had to grow up on, and its spine snapped because of it. they do not see the damage afterwards, so they can blindly just keep doing this, and because they don't have to see it the way that we all see it every day, they can just keep ignoring it.